the challenge here is insecurity fomented by those who don't want all these things to happen.
Yeah.
We have a situation, I'm sure you know, where farmers have to pay to harvest their own crops. That's the challenge.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, because, there's nothing you can do about agriculture if you can't go to the farm, right? And so security is important, but we have to also understand some of the drivers of insecurity. Insecurity doesn't just happen overnight. Some of those critical drivers for me, and I've had this since I was actually minister, is that we're witnessing a high level of structural poverty in rural areas, a high level of unemployment of young people, right? Many of those in rural areas. And we just create a lot of people that an idle ant is a devil's workshop. And so that poverty and that high level of unemployment of young people has been a challenge. And of course, thirdly, you find a situation where vast areas, in the case of Nigeria that you're talking about, have been affected by climate change. You take the whole of the Lake Chad Basin area of Nigeria, used to be 25,800 kilometers square of area, vast areas of slush. You have areas for grazing, areas for for fisheries area that farmers could do a lot of things. Young people are employed. Today, it's less than about 2,500 kilometer area. So it's a combination of climate change, a combination of structural poverty and lack of joblessness that has created this insecurity. So I just want you to know that if you slaughter a cow or a goat or a ram or something, and you have blood on the floor, and you have flies that are coming to it, right? You can take your fly swat and keep hitting it, all the flies off. That's one model, but they're never going to stop because they keep coming back until you wash the source of the problem, which is the blood, off the ground, and the flies will disappear. And so what I'm saying is that the approach to doing it, yes, you need security, but it's not just Nigeria, by the way. I see this in several other countries, that we have to attack the drivers of insecurity. There's something that I call a disaster triangle. And I gave it this name because everywhere you find this triangle, you find conflicts. You have insecurity, which leads to the kind of things you have. And first and foremost is, climate and environmental degradation. And second is the fact that you have high level of unemployment by young people, and you have high level of poverty. Whether it's in northern Nigeria, whether it's in the Horn of Africa, whether it's in the Sahel, it's the same situation. So our work at the African Development Bank has always been to continue to work for what can actually create opportunities for young people. You have to create opportunities for young people. You have to revive the rural areas. And agriculture that you were saying, Ayo, is the key for it. If you don't use agriculture to revive your rural economy, 75% of the people are living there. How are you going to solve the problem?
Now let's go to
comes back to. That's why I'm always very passionate about agriculture. It's beyond food. It's part of structural transformation of economies.
That fact is not lost on me.
Yes.